Hello everybody and welcome to Burn Studio. I'm glad to have you guys with me today. And hey, it's Good Friday. So I thought, why not on this Good Friday, let's paint the tree of life. We're gonna come in, I'm gonna teach you guys about drawing trees, and also we're gonna have our big root system here. This was actually originally designed for a mural that I did here in town. And there's a lot of different things that I'm going to be talking about throughout as I show you guys step by steps with this. But first, obviously we're going to be doing some sketching. We're going to get all of your materials in, and you need to be thinking. In a way, this needs to represent you, your tree of life, what inspires you, and be thinking about that when you come in here. Also be thinking about colors. I actually decided that I think today I'm going to do some more blue with yellow, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe do in some clouds as well in here, because I keep having people say more clouds, tell me more about clouds. So I'll do a little bit of that today, but as with everything, sketching first. So when we come in here, I'm gonna zoom this up a little bit closer for you guys. There we go. I'm going to be sketching lightly, but we're going to have the root system and the tops of the trees, because you can't have any growth, so you also have those roots. So we're going to first come in with our horizon. I want you guys to draw very lightly. I'm going to go ahead and draw real dark here up close so you can kind of see. So here's my horizon line. If you're the type that feels more comfortable getting a ruler, you can come in and get a ruler. Actually, I originally had drawn that all the way through. Just like that. And then we're going to have a little mountain ridge that comes up here on both sides. See there? And this is actually going to be a river that almost kind of is nice little balance between the mountains from above and below. Everything about this painting is about balance. And boy, could we use some balance in our life these days. So now I'm going to come in top with the tree. So I have two lines that are going to be parallel, but you do want to think about they're squeezing in just a little bit, like a reverse parenthesis that's coming in there. Now when I'm coming up here, sometimes I have people start doing trees by having a teepee. And one main thing I want to tell everybody is that don't do a W tree, okay? So if you wanted to come in with a teepee, you could. That's a teepee. See there? It's a long, skinny little triangle. But then when I start coming in with my branches, I wouldn't want to have a branch here. See, another parallel lines. Then I wouldn't want to have another branch here. I would come up above just a little bit. So, for instance, then I'm bringing this one out. Then I could come in and do what's called making V's and Y's. There, I made a little V. So here's the top of my teepee. That could eventually be a branch that goes off. I could have a branch that comes off of this one. But then, to get that inside little scoop like I did there, again, I come in with a little V. You see the V now? There, you can kind of see them. Then I make long branches. They don't have to be straight. Yes, branches do intersect, so you can definitely have some of that. There's the V again, you see it? Some more branches coming in here. Now, I have been selling my burn boxes, and I've had a few people ask if they can be pre-drawn. Yes, I can pre-draw them if you'd like for me to, but I always try to have people try first yourself, okay? Try to practice learning these tips on how to draw. Do that first, and then we can come in and I can definitely pre-draw for you. Add another lower branch. See, that's again a long big V that comes in here. Now, once I get the good amount of branches that I want, which I kind of like a big full tree, and you will need to go ahead and have some of them intersect a little bit. I'm going to do more of that with the paint itself. But then I'm going to come down here into my root system. So here is the base of my tree. And I'm going to come on one side. You see that, how it kind of comes across? Now you see this symbol a lot in Celtic heritage as well, the root system of a tree. If you are not like maybe a straight edged fan with your tree branches, you could also make them swirly if you want. You can see how I was trying to show this last time I taught this to people, but you could make the whole more like the Klimt's tree of life. You could do that here too. Now Klimt's tree of life, it just had brown that was down here below. But if you don't want to do a root system, you don't have to. If you just want to do all of that above, you can do that. So back to my root system. Here it's not really sharp V's, it's more like U's. See, like an upside down U comes in there. This one's more of a side U or side V. See there. Always kind of hooking, more like a little angle. And definitely have these intersecting. Roots definitely intersect all over. Like I said, I'm going to do a lot of that more with paint. Now, I feel like my easel is a little bit crooked here, but hopefully it's all right. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to do. If you want to come in here and clean up some of your lines, I do need to look at some of these. And I do suggest standing up and stepping back quite a bit when you're coming in here, because you might not see something. And I've found when I'm doing these classes and I don't step back, sometimes some of my sketches I'm like, ooh. Like for instance, on the bunny one, my bunny's eyes were a little bit cattywampus. I was like, what happened to those, bunny? But that's okay. That's why, again, I suggest standing up and stepping back. All right. Okay. So now we're going to come in with paint. And like I said, you should hopefully have been thinking about what color scheme you want to do today. I honestly, originally, when I woke up this morning and I knew I was going to be doing this class today, I thought, you know what? I think I want to do golds and silvers and metallics. And then I was like, well, in my burn box kits, I can give you those colors if you want that. But they've mostly just been having primary. And I wanted to make this accessible for everybody that might not have all the paints at home and they just want to use what they got. You just have the primary colors. With those primary colors, you can make the secondary colors. You got white and black, you can make tints and shades. And you can make pretty much do whatever you want from there. You might need to get a brown, or you can make your tree a black tree. It's up to you. So after you've done all of your sketching, again, make sure you come in with everything really dark. Darken it up, because we're about to cover up all of this. We're actually going to do the background first. So I'm going to show my other painting. When I did this on the mural, I actually didn't have a background. It was more just about the tree itself. But you guys, you could do the sunset look that I have here, or you can follow along with me today. Or if you have a cool color theme idea in mind, go for it. So I'm going to start with a medium flat brush. And I'm going to come in here and just add in some water. You'll notice some of that pencil graphite will spread a little bit. And that's fine. All in that background. And then I got myself a light blue. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and come in with some of this light blue. And I might even lighten it up just a little bit more. So I double dipped. Yes, I double dipped. And I'm going to just start coming in here. These are more flowy strokes, like X's that you're going to be doing, or V, you know, popping those in. I even think it might be kind of nice to do a drizzle effect today. You're going to see how I feel about that. Then I want my blue to be a tiny bit darker at the top. So I'm not going to add any white up there. But I'm going to do, if you're doing that blend of colors, that's the sunset, I had purple at the top. So you would come in with more of a purple up here. And you can make it smooth back and forth, but I'm going to really make mine a little bit more choppy. See that? I'm flipping my wrist around as I come in here. And again, I want it to be a little bit more blue. Ooh, I got real dark blue. I actually didn't mean to grab that, but hey, what did Bob Ross say? Happy little accidents. I'm actually liking that. And as I get closer and closer down to the horizon line, I just want to come in with more white. I'm not even cleaning my brush as I'm coming in here. Oh no, I got some blue in my mountains. Who cares? Definitely covering up my tree. I don't want to take the time to paint in between all of those. Every once in a while, make sure your brush is nice and wet. And then coming back up. Now this is where I'm feeling like I want to do just like a nice soft, some yellows in here. Just very soft. So I just have this is actually a deep yellow. So I'm going to add some white to it as well. Now yellow and blue will naturally make some green. That's why I came down here with more of the white. Now some of it might still look a little bit green casting. And that's okay. You know what else might be fun in here in the middle? Could maybe even be some pink. I don't think I poured myself any pink. So I won't do that, but it would probably be pretty. Do like a little bit of pink in the middle. I feel like that does it, don't y'all? It makes it kind of glow from behind the tree. I like it. And I'm just using up the rest of that's on my brush. I'm not even adding any more. I'm coming in with that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All the way up. Oh, got some blue back down here. That's okay, I'm gonna just scrub it in there. All right, I like it. I might need a little bit more over here. Or maybe a little bit more some blues. There we go. It just seemed a little vacant over there. Now if I wanted to come in here and do a few quick little clouds, I can. I'm gonna switch down to my round brush, small round brush. And I talked a little bit about this the other day, rolling that brush, see that? So I lay it down flat against the canvas and I roll it. Oh, I like that. And then I kind of can scrub it with my finger, tap it. I definitely always enjoy doing a little bit of figure painting. Finger painting. It sounded like I said figure painting. That was the other class that I had. Oh, I got some more blue. It's all right. Ah, there we go. So I think that looks pretty nice. I'm digging it. Now for my, if you have painted with me or you've done a lot of paint on your own at home, you could definitely come in more with your sky. You could come in with a little bit more of some shading underneath those clouds, smudging all the way. If you happen to have any little sponges or napkins, you can do that as well. I just realized I don't even have a napkin today. That's all right. Guess I'll use my t-shirt. I am wearing my Burn Studio shirt today. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, so when I'm coming down here, I'm gonna have here, this could actually be brown if you wanted it to be, but I'm gonna go ahead and do green. I'm gonna do purple for my mountain range, and then I'm going to do some blue-green in that area. So first I'm gonna do down below some green, and I'm just using plain sap green. Now, if you guys are ever wondering, like, how much paint do I really need? If you're using a small 11 by 14 or 8 by 10 canvas, you probably only need about a dime or less, half a dime amount, like the size of a dime, like your pinky nail maybe even. Oh, wait, oh, that's my river. So this is where things can get tricky. So you do need to make sure and check, okay, now this is my hill. Okay, I'm just making sure. So this is my hill area. There we go. And then I am painting this more flowing down. Like a river. Makes me think of that song. I'm gonna have to ask, does anybody know? I mean, can I actually play music in the background and just write? I don't have the rights, or do I have to not have music? I like to have music when I'm painting, just me. So when I'm doing this hill again, flowing around, your little web of root system are going to come in here. I've also thought if you have a lot of time on your hands, it would be really cool to paint in between the roots, like almost like a stained glass window, you know? And each little section in between those roots could be a different color. It'd be pretty cool. See, like that? I did a little blue there and I did a little yellow there. So still coming in there. Now, I had done this mural at Faith Fuzed Fitness in Amarillo, Texas. And what was interesting is one of the girls from there had shared with me a video, which I'll have to find the link and share it with you guys. And it was from a Christian band that had talked about how they had seen this big giant tree and two rivers flowing together into it. And that was some of the inspiration for the mural and for this painting. And so whatever your inspiration is coming from, keep it, hold it, find your joy. All right, so I'm almost done with the green part down below. And like I said, they don't all have to be even, and you could even come in with some other colors. You know, like here could be a little bit of yellow. If you really want to go into it deep and do like each individual between the roots colors, different colors, I really think that would be cool. And I hope you guys keep sharing your pictures with me. I love seeing them. All right, so that's pretty good there. I could definitely keep working and stand up, step back. Make sure you got the bottom part of your canvas too. There we go. Okay, so now my river is green and blue. I do think some nice metallics would be pretty here, if you happen to have any of those. All the way back there. You can come in with a little bit of darker right under the river right there. You can do some of that in my roots too. I like that dark. Oh, I got a little yellow on my brush accidentally. That's all right too. Okay. So it's kind of a subtle difference there. I am going to come on top of it with white, but if you have it and you have some silver, I think some silver would be nice to show the little waves of lines in the water. So I'm going to do that after I do my mountains. So you can clean your brush, or I just keep mine going, rolling with it. I feel like it kind of helps to have a little bit of all the colors everywhere. This makes it a little more interesting of a painting and not so much of a solid. There we go. Now the other side. There. And you could even make these snow-capped mountains if you wanted to, but I kind of like just to leave them all blended. There we go. So now for the water lines, then I'll have come in here in my river. I'm going to flow them a little bit further out on this side. Very lightly with my small round brush. Making sure I'm in my river and not in my roots. And you want to make sure these lines are staying parallel to your horizon line as well when you come in there. All righty. It's looking good now. Okay. So at this stage, you again stand up and step back and check yourself out. I'm going to do that to me a little bit there. Okay. Now I'm going to start coming in with my tree. And I'm going to start coming in here with some brown. Like I said, you could also do this with the dark gray. You could do it with the black. Any of those would work. Come along those sides first, just like how I drew it. There we go, getting started there. Now, the key with branches as well as with the roots is trying to do it in one fell swoop. So going smooth like a needle pulling a thread, coming in and out. Same thing with the roots, flowing down, one swoop. Now, if you get nervous, all I say is take a big deep breath and just do it. There's always ways you can fix it if you make a mistake, which I'm sure I probably will. So here I come. If you need to put your pinky on the canvas to kind of brace it, you can do that too. Swoop. Roll it up. Swoop. Nice and smooth, following my lines that I can very lightly still see. Now, some of them, the key to doing that in one swoop like this and not painting them this direction is because it'll make them skinnier on the ends. Now, in saying that, yours does not have to be a super solid branch. You don't have to come in there and make lots of really solid branches. Just flow it, but you do want to keep your paint pretty wet on your palette. So I'll show you that here. So I almost make it inky-like. There we go. I kind of got a little bit of a W there. See, that's one of those things I was talking about. Try not to do a W. I'll just make it a little bit further down. Now, if you do not have any paint or canvas at home, I can definitely make you a burn box. Or if you're almost out of materials, let me know and I can help you fill that up. I am based out of Amarillo, but shipping is not a problem. So that branch got a little bit excited, didn't it? So now this is where I can show you how I can come in and fix that. Slade, will you bring me a paper towel, please? For Lydia, my lovely assistants. Thank you. So that branch right there, woo! I mean, I could leave it, but I think it's a little much. So all you have to do if you make a little mistake with your branches, get your napkin, wrap it around clean water preferred, and you can just kind of scrub it away. It makes like a magic eraser. Now you might have to come back in and touch up a little bit with the background, but it's not too bad. I think it's okay. I could probably do a little bit there. All right. Okay, now when it comes to branches, you could definitely fiddle forever. So take your time with those, enjoy it. Turn on the music, go outside and paint. The branches can definitely intersect. Now, in my original, I added the fruits of the spirit in the top part. So I'll show you that here. You would obviously want to do that after it was all the way dry. And you can also do this, you don't have to do it with a paintbrush, you could do it with the Sharpie. But I have peace, love, gentleness, goodness, patience, I can't even read my own handwriting here. Self-control, faithfulness, kindness, and joy. Joy. We're finding our joy today, right? So I could come in and write that all throughout the branches, or if you're not much in handwriting and you get a little nervous about that, then you could just have it as a symbol to represent as much as you want. So you could come in here also for my people that are a little bit more advanced. And if you wanted to come in with a tiny bit of black or color, I mean, heck, why not? You could come in here with even some blue into your tree, make some darker edges. You could come on top of it with gold and do that spiraling, like it's twisting around the tree itself. That looks nice. Okay. Now it's time for the root system. Same thing with our brown or black, whatever you have, or dark blue. I can still kind of see some of my lines. Flowing it down. You notice I kind of hold my hand on the canvas as well to kind of help it flow. Definitely want a lot of intersecting down here of the root system. Wanted to come in with some more color on the tree and the roots. I could do that too. Now guys, remember, I'm a pretty fast painter. So if you're coming in here and you're trying to keep up with me live the whole time, don't mess with that. Just take your time and pause me. Pause as needed. I kind of like that purple on there. I think that looks nice. Hope you're all enjoying your Holy Week and trying to stay as distracted as possible during this crazy time we have. Finding our joy. So again, you might need to stand up and step back and check out your root system and see, ooh, do I need some more roots? Have I done too much? Is that good? What do I want to add from there? Now, I wanted to share something else with you guys, since you might still be coming in there. But like I said, I did this for a mural, and I was working on some sketching in my sketchbook that has a tree on it. Pretty interesting. And then she had sent me that link to that YouTube video, which I will be sharing with you guys today. But essentially, it's Psalm 1. And I just want to read that real quickly here. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of the sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither, and all that he does, he prospers. So I thought that was pretty cool and unique. And to think about, you know, your reach and your roots and thriving as a believer, especially during this time of Holy Week and Good Friday. So at this point, you can come in and see what else is it that inspires you. If you want to come in with some metallics, you want to come in with little blossoms on the branches above, you can do that if you want to come in with the words. So I actually have wrote here Psalm 1 right there, and above, like I said, I did all the fruits of the Spirit, and then down below I did all different words for God: Master, Almighty, Yahweh, Lord. And so it just kind of made everything come around for me. So like I said, find your joy and find your painting and light. And I hope you guys enjoyed painting with me today. Thank you again for following along with my video. Make sure you have subscribed. I would definitely keep working on this. I would go ahead and I think I would probably come in with some golds and silvers up top. I think would be nice. Little gold leaves or silver. I like that. Could even use the back end of my paintbrush and do little bitty flowers, blossoms here and there. Just touching away all around. I'd mentioned earlier how you could even come in with one that dries and do some little gold accents of like twisting around your tree. The little gold and silver does make it pop. Looks pretty cool like that. Oh, I forgot I'd also mentioned you could even do like a little bit of silver on the tops of the mountains. So there's a lot of fun that can be had with this. So I say go outside, find a nice happy place, music, and just enjoy it and keep painting away. Oh, definitely, I think I'm gonna keep coming in here with some little dots of highlights there. Kind of like how I did on this one. But I think I wanna make them a little bit smaller. You can definitely see the twisting around the tree. All right, guys, that's a wrap for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and let me know. And also let me know what other some things you guys would like to have painting coming up soon. Thanks again.